Hi buddy, how you going? Is it possible I can hand this up to an investigator or a detective that they can give us a call? If you can take a copy maybe and just hand it up to a detective for me, please.
Yeah, what is it?
It's just a fraud report that's happening to myself, my mum and my nephew. It's got all the information in regards to everything in there, our details.
Can you calm down for 2 seconds because you're talking at 100 miles a minute and all you're doing is throwing paperwork at me. So calm down 2 seconds and just explain to me what's happening.
Yep, so basically me and my mum and my nephew, we've been victimised by a couple of professionals in regards to trying to steal our money, our properties, or any civil cases that we had from last year or 2014.
Yep.
And then basically now they've then tried to stop us from getting any investigator or any detective to investigate these claims or these frauds that's basically been happening to me and my mum and my nephew. My mum is now 64, my nephew is 10 years old, and I'm now 35. At the time they started, I was 33. So basically they've been able to bash me, take my evidence, they've tried to kill my mum, they basically have tried to poison us through gassings, and then set us up through our own technology. They've also then tried to hack our radiologists and pathologists and doctor centres, and basically been able to modify them to keep us away from a surgeon that we need to remove some foreign body that was then put inside to harm us. Pretty much like poison, so it's pretty much just Wi-Fi medical equipment, like endoscopy capsules with cutting tools and cameras. I've got imaging that proves that, and then also the imaging that I have here that have been doctored, and just results. They've just been able to come around a normal radiologist building and just modify the imaging right in front of a radiographer, or within the 2 hours that it's been able to be printed out by the lady that prints it out. And then if not, just change the results, and then keep us away, and then try to kill us, and then solve the same murder.
What's it say?
Sorry? Okay, so all 17 have iPhones inside them, so like myself, with plugs to Cortex, used from suspect's location. I've got a suspect list there. Meaning each 17 of us have an iPhone with earplugs inside, internally, between your lungs and our heart. If you take us to an MRI machine, which I'm then trying to get to all of us to get to an MRI machine, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm saying. It's
So
an
they
iPhone.
put these inside you?
Correct, yeah, but not like a full-size iPhone, but basically just the mechanism of it, and we cover it up with plastic with plugs to it, and that basically gives you Wi-Fi connection to every single one of us.
Can you show your hand on the top?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. I'll just get you to sign.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to run and do. There's one open card there. There's one NAB card. Medicare card. ID card. Priceline card. Copy card. I'll just write them down and get you to sign. There's only 6,000.
Where did you get this form from?
I got it from a police station, and they gave it to me, and
What police station?
Liverpool.
Okay, so why have you come to Parramatta to hand it in?
Because I've needed to get to a detective or investigator, to at least investigate it. I've had sergeants
Doesn't answer
then.
my question though. Why have you brought it to Parramatta to hand it in?
Yep, because I've had sergeants then stop this fraud report from it actually even getting to a detective, so they can kill me and then basically solve their same
Okay, so
crime.
you've tried to give this to Liverpool and they've rejected it?
No, they've taken it and given it to a detective or investigator,
Yeah.
but they said they will call me, but I've had 30 of them then discarded. So this is for my mum, Catherine Pratap, so this is a different fraud report. So I'm just hoping that someone in other...
You cannot hand a fraud report in for your mother. If you've already handed a fraud report in to Liverpool detectives and they haven't called you back,
Yep.
that's your own prerogative. I cannot take another report for the same thing or on your mother's behalf.
Right, okay,
Okay?
right.
These aren't even the fraud reports we use anymore. It looks really outdated.
Yep.
Um,
Do you mind if I grab one, please?
What's that?
Do you mind if I grab one and I'll fill it up a bit better for you?
Yeah, you have to go back to Liverpool though. If you report it to Liverpool, you have to go back to Liverpool. And this is on your mum's behalf. You can't hand something in on your
Yeah.
mum's behalf.
I understand. Well, I'm her carer and there's no one else to assist her, and she's there basically by herself, and then she relies on everything on me, and then I can't do anything
I
for
understand
her,
that.
so I have to do it
If that's
for
the
her.
case, if she can't get to a police station, then you need to call police out to your house
Right.
to go out there.
What's happening is the same people, the same police officers that are committing the crime, they're coming out and then just making
What
stuff
station
up.
are they from?
Liverpool Police Station.
Then you have to take it up with their
And then
supervisors.
I've done that, and I've then also had the same issue that nothing gets done, and this has been happening since March 2016.
Okay.
So and they keep then trying to gas us or use their Wi-Fi medical equipment inside us, try to kill us, and then solve the same crime and say no, it wasn't us police officers, it was actually the law firm which they're trying to set up. He may have funded it, but now they're pretty much trying to set that up as a alternative for them to then get bail or something like that in regards to.
Did you just get this image off Google or something?
Yes, that's an example, as it says there, example. If I get to a detective, I have all the equipment right here, I have all the proof you basically need inside me right now. You take me to an MRI machine, or you take all 17, which is probably the safest thing to do, to an MRI machine, and then you can see full imaging, and then basically you can get a general surgeon and save everyone's life, if you believe me.
So did you get have you had the MRI scans?
As I said, the ones in Melbourne I have got, and that's got proof of it. The ones that I have here have been modified.
So where's the ones from Melbourne?
They're at home, or you've got one sample, one picture right there, and I can provide them to investigators or detectives anytime they like. That's one example of that MRI.
That's an MRI. What am I looking at?
That's just a picture. That's something. I don't know what that is, my friend.
That's your brain.
That's my brain over there. I don't know what that is there. That's something there that I can feel. But I don't know what it is, my friend. But that could be doctored. Who knows? I don't even know. But all I can tell you, I can feel it inside. And all 17 have it inside them. And
Okay.
this is why I need to get to an investigator or detective. He can investigate it from that point of view, or even
Do you
look
have
at
any
the
idea?
photo. Yep.
system and everything like that, I can read those?
Correct, yes.
Alright. I personally believe in all honesty that there may be some form of delusion or something like that. I'm not a doctor, I can't make that assessment directly. That's my fault. As a duty of care, I think I should get you mentally assessed.
Right.
Okay?
What for?
Like I told you, I believe that you've expressed some delusions. Okay, based on the reports I've written in that system as well. Alright, so I'm going to call an ambulance here just to get you mentally assessed.
Those reports on there are specifically put there so you don't then
Okay,
assist
you
me.
keep saying that to me. Okay, I understand where you're coming from. Okay, but my belief, I believe that you may be delusional in some respect. Okay, in relation to the information you're giving me. So I think it's best that if I call an ambulance here, they just assess you, make sure your mental state's all good, and then we can go from there.
It's alright, buddy. You're just wasting my time. If you don't want to help me with the fraud report and hand this up to an investigator or a detective, there's someone then trying to murder an old lady, a 64-year-old lady, and a 10-year-old person, and myself, and I'm getting them pushed into a mental assessment when I'm legally telling you that this is a fraud report that I would like to hand up to an investigator or detective for them to investigate. But then I'm getting handed now to.
You said that you've made these reports before and that you will continue to make them.
On your system. I have not.
I've wrote it in there in the paperwork you just gave me. I will continue to lodge these reports until something is done.
Exactly. This report has not actually gone to an investigator or a detective. It hasn't been looked after. What you've been reading there is from a sergeant that basically doesn't want it to be investigated, so it gets this stuff.
Okay.
So then he can then murder me and then come in and solve the same murder.
Okay. Like I said, I believe that there may be some mental health problems present. That's why I want to call an ambulance. If they assess you and they say there's nothing present, that's fine, we can go from there. But until I do that, that's what I believe.
I haven't got no time for that. I'm a carer. I would like to kindly refuse. I have to keep trying to look out for the best for a 64-year-old lady and my 10-year-old nephew. I've got to take him to a meeting today. So if you want to ring up anyone in regards to that, you're totally free to do that. But I'm just here to see if I could have got some assistance from an investigator or a detective. That's basically it.
Okay. You've already tried to do that in relation to the previous.
Thank you very much, sir.
Exact same thing.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay,
I'll go and go to a different command, or if not, I'll try to find another different avenue. Thank you, Mr. Constable Rat. As you can see, you get 24/7 areas. Sorry, I'll just be quiet, just in case. You never know what basically happens with these police officers. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Thanks, mate. Real quickly, it doesn't say anywhere there on there that I'll keep reporting this. Yeah, it says that, that's right. And then all of anything. Alright, we'll see how it goes. But this delusion stuff that they put on there with regards to making it believe that basically, especially when they do in hate record or something like that, in that regard. I wouldn't have a clue why they think that that's going to work in any case or form besides then alert the people that they work with, or if not the part of that team in regards to seeing if there isn't a diversion. This guy's basically talking some pretty serious stuff. He needs to get to an investigator perspective, but then you have him uniform police and pushing it away, allowing them to commit the murder and keep us away from investigators and detectives when they can basically do what legally is there, and that's giving it to an investigator or detective, and then do some investigation work or some detective work, correct? But basically, they've been basically allowed to uniform, please, and they'll put on the system. Oh yeah, we attended here, and it's all looked after. Mental health, blah, 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 so they can commit the same crime and keep committing it. These are New South Wales police officers doing this. Now, as for you having assistance from other commands in regards to stopping that, and then them basically wanting to assist, and then basically didn't want to say, alright, well no, it was just sergeants and just telling them what to do, etc, etc. That's up to them as prerogative as a defence. I ain't doing nothing. I'm just basically wants an investigator, detective to at least investigate it. But as you can see, they have their long, rich history on the database of that MH records. How did that get there? And how does he quickly say delusions? That's a very cool way, and that's straight away push him off to an assessment. That tool used by New South Wales police officers from high up that want to then cap this, and then he gets to be in front of a TV and then makes that history. It's $50 million to New South Wales police. That's what the payment is as an organisation. That's the money that's coming to them. If they're able to kill me, or if not, even sold in this case, basically what they wanted to do, and what they got told, and what they lined up for. So as an organisation, they set up to get that much money in regards to McDonald's, the law firm, then offering that through McDonald's legal cost or something. I don't know how, but that was then basically set that way. Anyway, this is Chris Pacer, date of birth 3rd of the 8th, 81. I'm just trying to save an old lady, a young person, a couple of other families that have suspected to have Wi-Fi medical equipment. This is the audio and video log of it. 26th of the 11th. 2016.